Hey guys, Tails here, back with another video. Now I know what you're thinking. Tails, there's nothing trying to scare you right now. There's no demons, no monsters. It's bright. We can see the world is pretty. Crazy, right? Okay, so here's a little explanation video. Of course, you guys know it's spooky month. Also, I'm back in full body tracking because doing maps like that in full body and having to stand, especially when you're being jump scared, is kind of not the vibe I'm going for. But as you guys know, as I was saying, it is spooky month right now. So my friends and I are currently marathoning horror maps. So there's going to be a ton of horror map videos coming your way, guys. The way I've chosen to do this is have the camera obviously mostly focused on me. I know that you can do the fancy thing where you have it focused on me and focused on the world, but I feel like it's more user-friendly if you guys are looking at me and seeing my direct reactions to stuff, and I'm taking the full force of the jump scares, as opposed to you guys being subjected to it too. Like, it's a little different watching it in desktop and then, like, being fully, like, not fully immersed, but, like, immersed in VR. Having these things run up on you, like, I'm generally fine. As you can probably tell, for the most part, I'm fine. But when something just appears, like, not a jump scare, but even if something, I'm walking around a corner and it's there, that's when it usually gets me. You'll get the loud, audible Tails gasp. Like, it gets kind of crazy. But the reason that's the exact reason why I want to do that. Like, I'm not playing the map to jump scare you guys. I'm playing the map to jump scare myself and my friends and scare my friends and whatever. It's not necessarily to scare you guys. So I have the camera pointed at me and you can just mainly get my reactions. Of course, the problem is there's horror maps and a lot of them are dark. Like the one we just did was darkness, and it's mostly just me running around, and occasionally I will turn and catch the light of something and it's complete darkness. But the entertainment value, I guess, comes from watching me. That's what I hope happens. It's the vibe I'm going for. Like, I'm fully aware you guys can't really see anything, but we were having the experience. We were there as a family, and I brought you guys along for the ride. I want to share these experiences with you as we first do the maps. Like pretty much all these maps we're doing for the first time, so we have like zero clue. I also plan to break up your little horror experiences with videos like this. You know, my content is not shifting to full horror maps just for spooky month, but we're still gonna have the nice non-scary videos where I'll just stand here and talk to you about whatever. We'll chill, we'll vibe, we'll talk about the weather for a while, watch the pretty water and the ghostly, like, it's kind of it's like an ominous view behind me. Like, it's kind of like, you know, if I turn around, I was about to turn around, like you guys could turn with me, and then I remembered that my camera's kind of rooted to the world. But if I were to turn around, you would see that this world is submerged and there's buildings and everything is destruction. But it looks pretty and there's fireflies, and really that's all that matters, right? Right? It's not like there's something chasing me. It's not spooky scary. But anyway, I wanted to make this video to, again, give you guys a breather, remind you guys of what my channel is. It's not just the horror maps. That's just the latest trend, if you will. I fully intend to keep up with my other content too on the side. Who knows how long these maps are going to be drifting out. Like, literally for the last week or so, my friends and I have just been going from horror map to horror map. Some pretty intense ones. I don't want to spoil anything just yet, because I think we've done we're videos ahead of you guys. I just posted the asylum and we've done like several more after that. You know, chill vibes, guys. Breathe. Don't worry. We're not shifting to a horror map thing or anything. Low key, I am so weird. Like, I hate horror. I hate horror genre. I hate it. I couldn't play a horror game sitting in front of a screen. Definitely not after doing it in VR. Like, I feel like after being in VR, watching it on a monitor would just hit all kinds of different and not really, you know, be as intense for me. Like after some of the stuff I've just been through. Now, I'm not trying to scare you out of watching my videos, by the way. If you're in VR, obviously you're getting the immersion, and you know it's not like having something flat on a screen, which is what you guys are getting. If you're physically, like, you look around the world and everything's around you is what I'm trying to say. So when that creature is flying at you, it is flying at you. It is coming at you. And it is scary. And I would never do that by myself. But there's something about doing it in VR and being with your friends that just, I would never touch these kind of maps if it wasn't for that. Also, you kind of have the joy of it being VRChat. You know, it's limited graphics, not everything's like super realistic, and there's limitations. And honestly, for what a lot of these people are given to work with in VRChat, they do a good job. And you know, you get all the warnings and the disclaimers and stuff for those with weak constitutions, because they are needed in some of these maps. Like, it can get pretty intense in some places, especially if you're in VR and you know you're there. Like my friend Moon's getting scared and he's in desktop. It's not necessarily scary, it's like the atmosphere. In a lot of these maps, it's the atmosphere. Like, you're listening to everything, like you're hyper aware. And then sometimes one particular map, again, I don't want to say too much right now, but one of the maps, like usually when I get out the headset I'm fine, but one of the maps we did was just so intense with the sounds and the immersion, and we all needed to like relax after that. And we played another map that was slightly more chill, and then we had that video up, and it hung around with us for 2 days. We took like a whole break from playing horror maps for like a day after that one. Again, I'm going to readdress that one once the video goes up, and we'll have a whole talk and probably rate the horror maps at the end. But right now we're still going strong. But yeah, this is kind of what's going on with my channel for Spooky Month. This is our way of celebrating. So please do not get scared by the fact that I'm suddenly posting horror genre. It's not like I'm shifting to that or anything. It's just, you know, we want to have some fun doing some spooky maps, and I have the camera pointed at me, so you guys will probably get like startled. Let's just say startled at my reactions and stuff, but you're not necessarily going to see anything flying at you. You're going to get like my camera turning, and you will see the monster or whatever's chasing us as I flee for my life, and all these things are popping up in my face. And I chose to do that purposely because I think, as for me personally, when I don't want to click on horror videos because I don't want to get scared watching their video. So it's like, this is my way of doing it. And if you guys want to have the scares, go play the map. Go enjoy the map. Take your friends. Again, you're gonna see what's gonna happen. So you can watch the video and be like, oh, there's gonna be a jump scare here. So when you play, it's not as you're aware of it. But I don't want to, with my videos, show you everything and spoil everything, like the sights and everything. This is hard to explain. For example, there are some things that are happening that my camera doesn't catch. I can't turn around fast enough to show you guys anyway. So, you know, you'll know that something happened, but won't know what's happened until you play the map. Like, I'm having half the experience. If you want to experience the rest and get the spooky scaries, then go ahead. But this is generally what I'm trying to hit with those videos. The happy medium, if you will. Watch me get scared and laugh at my pain. I can see people sometimes being startled by my audible gasp. Like, it's just, sometimes I peaked my mic a little bit. I had to turn it down. So it's like you'll be watching the video at normal volume and then just go quiet for a second, and then there'll be a gasp and the volume will come back again. But we've been having so much fun. Like, the jokes are flowing, especially that asylum video, which is already up. We then again do the more serious version after realizing that we have to take Carl seriously, is either up or is going to be up. And then, you know, we're trying to stay lighthearted throughout these maps. Like, We're not trying to be those players who are like dead serious, like, oh my god, we have to be like, oh my god, scary, like on purpose. Like all our reactions are genuine. Like we will be calm 1 second and then it will be quiet and intense the next, because we are genuinely scared. It's not played up at all. Like it's also like you know, you get those videos where you can tell, okay, people can tell when you're overreacting to stuff. Stop doing it. But anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling. Everybody has their own way of doing things. That's fine. Whatever floats your boat, whatever you enjoy doing, whatever. This is how we are doing it and how I am approaching these videos. That is basically the gist of what's going on. I also have some stuff coming up with my avatar that I'm going to be excited to show off when that's done. Have a whole story about that too when that's done, so I'm not going to go too much into that. Also, thank you everybody for all your amazing support. After uploading the Backrooms maps, a crazy amount of people came to check that out for my channel. It wasn't like thousands, but it was like 100 views in 2 days, which for my channel is like really good, so appreciate that. So thank you for the support on that. It's my hope that these horror maps do not, you know, people don't get put off by the horror. It's not just horror. There's laughter, there's jokes to be had. You're not going to be experienced, as I said, you're not going to be fully looking at every scary thing. But yeah, I have so much. There's so much coming, guys. We had our slump. We're picking back up again throughout the month of October. There's going to be crazy amounts of videos. There's no way I can keep up this pace. I don't believe this is like a unique thing. So if you're subscribing for like videos every day, every other day, this is not normally something I can keep up with. I try to post at least 2-3 times a week. But sometimes, you know, this is obviously not a full-time kind of gig. I have to plan around my life. I'm actually currently taking some time off work. We weren't planning to do, that's not why, I didn't take time off, like, because of that. I was just ready for a break and just to take a week off and just slack off. So, you know, it's kind of worked out. There's no way I can keep up this kind of pace with my current schedule. So enjoy it while it lasts, guys. I am also trying to spread out the videos enough. They're definitely going to extend throughout October. There's definitely enough of them there. But there's also they're kind of long. I'm fully aware of that. But I don't want to break them up into parts. They're like mini movies. I found that in the past that if I break stuff into parts, people don't tend to check out the next part because it's a whole nother video and whatever. But for me personally, if I come across someone who's posted a long ass video, I will play it and like draw something, and sometimes I'll watch the whole thing depending on how engrossed. So for me personally, like an hour-long video, just slightly longer than an hour, is not such a huge deal. So I will be spreading them out like to what I see fit for people's viewing. So you're not being bombarded by like an hour-long video like every day is what I'm saying. Like 2-3 days, spread them out. Maybe post something else so you guys don't get lost and you don't fall behind, because obviously people have lives. They can't just sit and watch my videos every day, as much as I would love that to happen. So yeah, we're spreading them out. We're doing it. We're doing a thing. But my friends are not being forced by any means to do this. One of my friends was actually one of the instigators of this. We were planning to do the Huggy Dungeon, which unfortunately has been removed from VRChat since updating to, like, VRChat moved to 3.0. Sadly, we lost the Huggy Dungeon and it's not being updated to 3.0. They're just uploading on a different platform now. So unfortunately, we can't do that dungeon, but we've done them all in the past. And I do have recordings of that on another channel. We did it for a charity event. And we were streaming for that, so there was a whole stream, and maybe one day I can pull footage from that or something so you guys can at least experience some of it. But I was not in control of the camera or anything. I was not the streamer, so I don't know. But we have done it. I have proof that we did the Huggy Dungeon. But it all started with that, and then you know, we just like hanging out together, and we all enjoy doing the horror maps together. So we've just been having fun. If things get a little too intense or everybody needs a break, we take a break, and then we do something else. They're not being forced. Like I'm not, I make the jokes, but they're not being forced to partake in my content. They are willing participants, okay? They are volunteering to be scared at their own risk. I would not do any of these maps by myself, so I'm very thankful that my friends Retro and Moon are along with me for the ride, and they are willing to dance for my videos. But you know, at the end of the day, we're just three friends having fun, and we have played horror maps before, so it's just like we're just hanging out and you guys are along for the ride. That is essentially what's happening. Like I said, there's no playing up. We're not acting any different. You're literally just hanging out with us as we are experiencing the map. You guys are mutes. You're there. Just imagine you're the mute in the group, okay? We sometimes talk to you, but it's not always like... I would talk to you guys more. Honestly, I would. But there's so much happening. There's scares happening. I gotta stay focused. I can't stop and talk to you guys. It's like, you know, when you talk to the mute in the world, like someone who doesn't talk, you know, you stop, you have a conversation with them. I can't stop and talk to you guys. You know, we got stuff going on, we gotta move. And if I ask you a question, it's gonna be a really long time before I get an answer, and I don't have time for that. I have to keep the content going. I have to keep the map moving, and we have to keep going. You know, so you know, you guys are the mutes that are there, enjoying the experience, but can't necessarily put your input in or comment until later on. We get your comments, but they're completely delayed. But you know, you guys are still there. It's a different kind of being there. But honestly though, yeah, as I said, everything is genuine. Nothing with those certain kinds of oh my god, like I can't do that. I couldn't even. Maybe I was about to say I couldn't do that if you paid me, but let's face it, everything has a price. If someone walks up to you and says, I will give you $1 million for you to fake it till you make it and play this horror map and be like, oh my god, like every 30 seconds, I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm honestly gonna do that. I'm gonna be like, hey, oh my god, sell out for $1 million. Let's go. Not everything. Sorry, I'm not gonna sell my dignity. Well, I kind of lost my dignity a long time ago, so sure, I'll sell that for $1 million if you can find it. I'm sure it's a Luna where it is. It gone a long time ago. From I don't even know when. I'm so old now. So many things have just been lost to time. But I know my dignity is long gone. That ship has sailed. That train has rusted on the tracks of life. All right, where am I going with this? Who am I? Where am I? What am I doing? Oh my god, I can really just ramble on about anything for like 20 solid minutes, right? How long has it been? Yeah, it's about 20 minutes. There's gonna be some cuts here and there. Hey guys, how's it going? Alright, what else can I ramble on about? What else have I got coming along on my channel? Yeah, as I said, definitely going to be keeping up with this side of the content. I feel like once we've bombarded the horror maps for long enough, I'm going to have enough. And then I'll just be left to make these kind of videos. So it'll be like, you know, slowly uploading those, and then I'll have these to upload to break it up for you guys. It's probably going to roll on after October, the amount we have so far. And oh my god, I don't know. I can't say. I cannot say. My schedule is going to be interesting for the next few months. That's what I can say. This world is called Summertime Train, by the way. I have been coming across so many pretty worlds in VRChat lately. I need to make another worlds video, but as you guys know, I'm a little focused on the horror things for now, until further notice, and then I will definitely be catching up with these videos. I'll have like my block of horror videos, and then I'll be focusing back on this. For now, we're on the spooky, scary hype train. This world's very pretty. It's a little laggy while I'm recording, but I will probably come back here and do a full run around. A lot of the worlds I'm finding, this is very small. Like, it's literally, I'm standing on the edge, and down there is kind of the end. So it's like, how do I put this in a video? And a lot of the worlds are like this small. So it's like, I know I have those videos where I do like 5 worlds in one video, but it's like if I'm doing worlds like this, then I need to do like several. That's a Tails Kit problem for another day. I believe I have very much covered everything that I need to cover that I wanted to talk about in this specific video. So yes, horror maps are coming. I hope you guys have a fun, amazing, spoopy Halloween, and I hope you guys enjoy the content that's gonna come your way. We're doing a kick for the horror maps. There's a ton of maps in VRChat that once we're done with the horror, I'm sure my friends and I will check out, because we haven't played maps like this together in a while. Like, we went through a long period of sitting in front of the mirror and not really getting out. So, you know, VRChat has so many worlds right now that we have not experienced, and no doubt we will be doing other maps together in the future. So it's not like I'm just like, yo, I'm gonna need you guys for Halloween and then GTFO. we're probably gonna have more, but again, it's if they want to. If they get bored of being in the video or they want a break, that's fine. Even I will want a break from the big maps. I will want to just chill, because these maps are a lot. I'm still talking. I'm sorry. I'm going on a tangent. Whatever. This is just a Tails video. But yeah, I do go on kicks, and then like we're going on the intense now, but these videos are a lot more relaxing. They're a lot easier. They're not making me jump and like high anxiety, stress levels in a good way that horror maps do. So, you know, these are my nice, easy break videos right now. I'm actually having a very relaxed and chill time and enjoying making this style of video right now. Like, it's like, oh my god, I can breathe. I can talk. I don't have to fear anything. There's nothing here that can hurt me. I'm not gonna be one shot killed by anything. Huzzah! I can just talk and breathe. So I definitely need these videos too. Like, this is not just for you guys. This is for me. the more chill vibes, for sure. You guys, as I said, I enjoy these videos too. If you guys ever have a topic that you want to ask me something, whatever, put it in the comments. I may talk about it, because I've said before too, these videos, I enjoy making them, but sometimes it's hard to think of something to talk about, because I don't always have Tails Kit problem of the week. I don't always have something that I need to talk about, but it's a video that I want to keep, style that I want to keep up, and sometimes it's not easy. But if, you know, I got my people, my subscribers, my supporters helping me out with some ideas, then it definitely becomes easier, and you'll see a lot more of these videos. But anyway, and for like the 50th time in true Tails Kit fashion, I am actually ending this one for real this time. For real this time, guys. It's for real. So if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really does help out the channel, and it helps me out. Lets me know what you guys are enjoying, so I can keep bringing the crazy content. I will see you in the next one. Good boy.